Muchachos y muchachas, oh yes, we have another exposure of yet another person on the interwebs that wants to talk to your children. That's not me saying it. Jeffrey Marsh, who is some TikTok extraordinaire who does TikToks with Dylan Mulvaney and, talks directly at children. Now, there is a mother, I think the TikTok username is the Overload Comedy, that actually made a response video to one of his wanting to, basically talk to the children, where she's basically saying, don't entice children to talk to you without their parents knowing. And so she got a lashback from, TikTok users that defend Jeffrey Marsh, saying that he's not trying to talk to the children. In fact, he actually is. He has a whole Patreon that allows the ability for the young ones to talk to him in private. And one would say that this is a form of, G word. And you guys know �00�00𝘀𝘀𝑚𝑒𝑟. We're going to take a look at her reaction, her comeback video, and we're going to applaud her because the things she says are very real and very true, and they need to be said. Hold on to your butts, secure your wigs. You stay right there. We're going to go through it. Really quick, I'd like to thank the sponsor of this video, Freshology. So if you feel like you have that dreaded holiday weight and not enough time to rid of it, you're not alone. Holiday weight is so common that that's really one of the most common New Year's resolutions. The most effective way to help you lose that dreaded holiday weight quicker is to save time on cooking and eat healthier with Freshology. Freshology delivers chef-prepared, healthy meals straight to your doorstep every week. No more stressful planning, preparing, or time-wasted shopping. Just choose from one of Freshology's award-winning menus and customize a plan to fit your taste and lifestyle. Save over 50% on these chef-prepared and healthy meals simply by going to freshwithnatalie.com. That's freshwithnatalie.com. You can also visit the link that I've posted in my description below. All right, so let's take a look at this TikTok user by the name of the Overload Comedy. She says some very valid things in regards to Jeffrey Marsh and what seems to be his attempt to talk to children behind parents' backs. She made an initial video in which she talks to him and says, hey, man, stop talking to children without the parents knowing. Let's take a look.
Okay, guys, this video is going to be a bit long.
Stop telling trans people that we're inspirational.
Stop telling kids to go on your Patreon and chat to you privately without their parents knowing.
And then a lot of people made stitches of me saying I'm transphobic, I've done a lot of bad stuff. They've even attacked my scarf, my religion, a lot of bad stuff, which I don't want to go in.
And see, that's the thing. Regardless of one's walk of life, the people who seem to be the most tolerant, you've got to accept this. They want to, shove all these ideologies down our throats, are the ones that are the most racist, the most intolerant, the most roomiest, right? They want to uphold these personalities, these internet personalities that, only want to propel the pervasiveness of our culture, including the youth. In fact, it's mostly the youth that they're talking about. Okay, let's continue with her comeback video.
And these people have also said they are not talking to the kids. Okay, so I did a little bit of digging.
Hi, kids. Hey, kids. I want to talk to the kids. Hi, kids. Hey, kids.
So yeah, there's a lot of...
And note that Jeffrey Marsh was also holding a stuffed animal geared towards children, obviously. Clearly, he's talking to the kids.
Just of them addressing kids. Now, the main video I want to talk about.
Your parents screwed up. It's okay to say so. That's why I made a Patreon.
So you want to talk to kids whose parents have screwed up? Why? Why you want to talk to these particular kids? Why?
That's why I made a Patreon, so that we could talk about it. so that we could connect in a way that has more privacy, so that we could talk to each other in a way that's more open and stuff that we wouldn't share like in the comments of a video like this. I think you're worthy. And
So
Okay, first of all, let me just go down the psychology of all this. So Jeffrey Marsh is a grown man on TikTok talking to children, aiming these messages towards children, as you clearly saw, which, by the way, this is such a great stitch, such a great compilation that she made here because she caught him red-handed. And he's clearly talking about very private things. But not only that, like he wants to talk about these private things that you couldn't talk about in the private section of the, in the comment section of his videos. But you have to also, he's also grifting off of children. A Patreon. Do they have to pay a subscription of some sort to talk to you about these pervasive things? I'm just asking questions. I don't know.
you want to talk to kids on a social media platform privately about topics that cannot be talked about in the video of TikTok's comments sections. Because why? Why you want to do that? Why you can't chat about these topics in these comments? Is it because it might get flagged or something? What could be the reason? Could this...
And she's going to go into some really, I mean, this lady did her homework. And the thing is, like, why would, she has a point. Why would you not want to say these things in public? Is it also to the fact that the parents might find out about the things that you're talking about? Why do you have to slide into the DMs of children to talk to them about these things? What kind of topics would you be addressing that their parents could not?
This be one of the reasons going no contact with the kids' parents?
Look how sick this is.
You say in one of your videos how kids can go no contact with their parents. So you teach kids how to go no contact with their parents? Is that what you're teaching them on?
That is so sick. Going no contact, just for those of you who are wondering, going no contact means that you're basically cold turkey, like you're not, or you're easing into this area where you're just not talking to the other party. Usually going non-contact, I see it a lot in verbiage when it comes to narcissism, right? So if you're leaving like a narcissistic relationship, for instance, that's a very heavily used term, going no contact, meaning that you are not allowing communication between one party, between yourself and the other party. Going no contact, for it aimed towards parents, this is so sick.
On Patreon? Or is it this? You're teaching this more on... Because this video might get flagged. That's why I don't want to say the word. And this is Jeffrey Marsh's Patreon. You talk about this topic with kids. Now here are just some of the signs of grooming. Literally one of the first one.
And I'm so glad that she went into the breakdown of what the grooming side looks like, because this is essentially how they get to their victims, whether it is a child or if it's an adult. This is what happens.
Gaining access and isolating the victim. Asking them privately to go on Patreon.
Yes.
I'm talking to them privately so you can connect. And then showing these kids that you trust them, you love them, you'll keep their secrets, and to keep them isolated from their parents. And then the icing on the cake is this video.
Hi, beautiful. If you do not have a family that loves you, I'm going to be your family.
No, you can't. You are a stranger on the internet. You are not their family. Oh, and another thing. You can turn off age restrictions on Patreon. So kids can go to Jeffrey Marsh's, their Patreon.
And I'm so glad that she made that. This is such a perfect compilation that she made, and I'm so glad that she did, because that is essentially the telltale signs of grooming. I have to say it that way. This is the thing that angers me. Jeffrey Marsh is not the Jeffrey Marshes and the Dylan Mulvaney's of the world who want to like insinuate these trendy, things that are just so, I mean, it's like, it is so sinister what we're seeing in our culture right now. But these types of personalities that are trying to change the youth with long-term effects, whether it is developmental, which is huge. We don't talk about that so much that as much as, of course, the additional mutilation, if they do get a child to go that far with their identity, crisis or whatever. But when it comes to the developmental stage of young people, he's talking to children. This is so dangerous when it comes to their prefrontal cortex developing out. This is their decision-making center in their minds. And when that is harmed, molded in a certain way, these children come out in such an irreversible make. And the people like Jeffrey Marsh are not going to be there for the ramifications that they cause. It's going to be their family at the end of the day. So that's the thing that's so sick. He's trying to isolate these children. As he said in his own video, hey kids, right? He's talking to children. He's trying to isolate them away from the parents, from the family. But yet the ironic part is that at the end of the day, when these children have these ramifications, these effects on their mind, it's going to be their family that they have to fall back on. And he's not going to be there for those effects or for the cleanup. It's just so irresponsible and it's sick. It's sinister. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. I know that these are such dark times and these are dark things to expose, but we've got to start talking about them a lot. Not talking about them because I think we do. We need to start being outraged by them a lot louder. So get loud, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, follow me on all these other social media platforms. Thanks so much. I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.